Billboard Philippines. Volumes.
On this episode of Volumes, we have Zay on the show. Today, she talks about how she got into the local rap game and how involved she is when it comes to producing her own tracks. All that on Volumes.
Billboard Philippines. Volumes.
Welcome everyone to Billboard Philippines Volumes, where we turn up the volume on your favorite artist stories. I've said this a lot today, and I will keep saying it. Today we are with Zay, the Filipina killer herself. She's right here. Welcome to the show, Zay.
Thank you for having me. Ako nga pala si Zay, if you don't know me yet.
Yeah, they better know. Talk your
They
shit.
better do.
No, but for real, thank you for being here today. A lot of people know you for Swerve, obviously, because it was like huge on TikTok. I saw hundreds of videos about it, but like the thing is, more than that, you are one of the best rappers in the Philippines.
Thank
And it
you
doesn't
so much.
like stop with the gender stuff, because like let's just say it like it is. She's one of the best rappers in the Philippines across the board.
Point.
Period.
Yes.
Slay.
Period. I didn't need to add anything to that. You were speaking facts.
There it is. No, but I guess that is a fact. But take us to the beginning. How was Zay created? How did this music journey start?
Actually, 2019 pandemic.
Yeah.
I was heartbroken kasi I was gonna be competing sa US sa isang dance competition.
Dancer.
Yes, I was a dancer. Tapos, I trained for like months. I trained for months. And then, na-deny yung visa ko. So, I was like, sobrang crushed. Kasi
Yeah.
dream ko yun as a dancer. Like, every dancer ever is their dream na makapag-compete sa ibang bansa and to represent
Yep,
Philippines.
exactly.
And then, I was almost there and di na binigay sa akin. So, I was like, sobrang down. And then, 2019 pandemic, I was like, I need to find another thing for me.
Yeah.
So, nag-try ako mag-rap
Yeah.
sa phone, YouTube beats,
A lot of
rap
people start.
type beat.
Yep. Type beat. Type
Yes,
beat.
yes. And then, nag-rap lang ako and then posted it on the internet and people were like, do some more. And I was like, I will do some more. And then they said, do some more and more and more. Okay, I will do some more and more and more. And then,
Yeah.
kinarir ko na lang.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love it. Na-in-love ako dun sa process and to just say what I want,
Mm-hmm.
to just express myself and may mga people na nakaka-relate and
Yeah.
na-entertain sila. So ayun, ang saya kaya tinuloy-tuloy ko na lang din siya.
I love that because again, I'm gonna say it. I've said this a few times today. A lot of these stories I hear that people started during the pandemic.
Mhm.
And it was like a time where it wasn't the best time for a lot of people, but I think it being such an uncomfortable time made people try a lot of new things, or
Yeah,
like be
agreed.
like, you know what? I need to do something.
Mhm.
I need to I need to
Agreed.
work.
Yeah.
And for you to be like, you know what, I'm gonna try rapping and then just letting it explode and turn into a whole career. That's crazy. That's amazing.
Thank you so much.
Did you ever think did you think this would happen?
Not really. I mean, at first, tinatry ko lang talaga siya. Like, kasi na-enjoy ko siya. And then, opportunities just came. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And then that's it. I mean, hindi ko in-expect din na I would get to a point that I would be interviewed here. Like, yeah, because looking back nung 2019 lang ako nag-start mag-rap. So, yeah. Nung 2019, I was like, had no idea really kung paano tumatakbo yung, how to even record a song. Wala akong idea.
Yeah.
2019, and it just,
Have you always been a writer though?
I write poems.
This is another, like, I swear, this is another thing I keep hearing. You write poems. Okay,
Yeah.
I love that. I started like that as well. Yes.
Right?
Yes. So
It's
when did you start
nag-appreciate
writing
lang.
poems?
I don't know, maybe ever since 12, and yung poems ko lang parang like, the sun and the tree and the,
Yeah.
yeah, yun lang din. Parang ever since nung bata ako. Kasi din yung mom ko is a teacher and marami kaming books sa bahay.
That's so cool.
So, for the basa. And then, lumalabas lang din
Yep.
siya.
A lot of the times, I think people look at rap and they see the angas, they see like how, hard, people are being in the videos or stuff, and they kind of relate it with like, oh, this person is violent or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then you hear the stories of these artists and it's like, I started writing poems.
Yeah.
I started because I read a lot or I do these things. And I think this is the kind of imagery that I want people to understand, that rapping is poetry, it's art,
Mhm.
it's the sound of a storytelling,
Mhm.
it's the culture. And for people to look at it in a better light, you know what I mean, and to respect it more.
Mhm.
I love that that's your process, just type beats, poems, and then turn it
Yeah.
into your story.
Mhm.
So how did this persona kind of take place? Like when you started, I guess, as a female rapper coming into the scene, were you ever feeling like it was harder for you to break into the scene, or did you not care?
It wasn't that hard for me to break in sa scene because parang onti lang yung female rappers
Yeah.
nung time na nag-start ako.
Mhm.
And yung first ko na song is Pantsu, and I had something to say. Like, that song was like, I don't know, maybe may pagka-political activism
That's
vibes
cool. Yeah.
about feminism and kung paano parang masyadong sinesexualize yung mga babae sa
Yes.
hip-hop.
Yep.
So yeah, nung nirabas ko yung first song ko, people were listening to it and di ko din talaga in-expect. But like, ayun, tinanggap din nila ako over time. Pero yung parang pagputok ng isang male artist compared sa female artist,
Mhm.
medyo mas mahirap siya.
Yeah.
I would say. Kasi parang mas sanay yung mga tao sa tunog ng male rappers.
Yeah.
I mean, not to the gender
No.
thing, but like, meron talaga ding struggles kapag ka female rapper trying to break in sa local hip hop. Like,
I think that's something we have to recognize also. I mean, we're all kind of like not thinking in that way, but for us to recognize the fact that, if it was harder for you to break in because of those things, these stories need to be told, because there will be more artists like you that want to break into the scene, and you're paving the way for them. You know what I mean? I like the idea that you started like that, and you gave more artists time to be able to listen and be like, okay, this is something that I don't hear before,
mhm.
and this, I can relate to this. Telling your own story. That's awesome.
Thank you.
I guess let's talk now about one of your biggest hits,
So,
Serve. Where were you when you made this? How did this come
So-
together?
it was actually Mark Beats.
Yeah.
Mark Beats' idea.
Shout out Mark Beats.
Shout out to Mark Beats. Idea niya talaga yung Serve. He was like, collab kayo ni Paul and Bollen. That's unexpected siya, because like, I never worked with male rappers before
Yeah.
na parang ka-sound nila.
Yeah.
So, mastermind si Mark Beats, sabi ko, I see you, I trust your vision. So, ginawa namin siya. Pumunta ako ng studio nila, and then dun ako nagsulat nung verse ko for that. Tapos, yung pinaka natatandaan ng mga tao dun is yung,
Yeah.
yung gano'n. So, actually, yun naman, naisip ko siya na parang maganda kung every after nung sinasabi ko, meron yung,
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, literal na ganun yung process namin nung time na yun. So, like, nilagay niya, and then it sound,
Yes.
so, ayun.
That's part of it. I mean, the arrangement that you're doing, and like kind of knowing that when you're in the booth, I like to hear that you're actually really involved in that process, that you're like, you can hear it and be like, wait a second, let's put some of this ad lib here and like turn it into something that is going to hook people in.
Mhm.
How involved, so like when you're making this song, are you sitting there with the producer?
Yeah. And kumbaga, pag nagsa-studio session kami sa Rostar, shout out to Roster Records.
Yes.
I mean, sobrang chill lang. Punta ka dun, play yung beats, write your own shit,
Yeah,
tapos record, tapos kapag may parang gusto ipa-edit, Ayan, and lang siya, fun lang din. Tapos parang pag nag-come together sa mixing, nagsistay din ako sa studio
Yeah.
habang minimix, kasi parang chine-check ko din kung gusto ko yung labas ng boses ko sa
Yeah.
or kung cringe ba yung may ganun na sa artist. Parang ang konting ng cringe. May konting cringe dun sa part na ganun. So, ayun, very involved din kami pag nagagawa sa Rostar. I mean, me din personally. Kasi, ewan ko ba, minsan may mga tunog na parang I don't feel confident na marinig ng ibang tao.
Gets.
So, ayun, tamang involved talaga malala kapag sa
Yeah.
editing ng
Especially
song.
when you care about something. You want to be involved. Like, it's your child.
Yes, literally, my child.
Yeah. Now that your songs are like popping off, and you've had a career for like almost 5 years now, pretty much.
4.
4 years, 4 years. What's it been like to go on like tours and stuff? What's the most like memorable show you can remember?
Memorable show. I think first time na na-feel kong people actually know me. Yung 2021 pa ata yun. I was
Yeah.
sa Makati siya. Tapos parang ano lang siya na event. Parang fiesta event.
Cool.
Yeah, fiesta event. Tapos naglalakad ako. Tapos may mga maliliit na bata na kinakanta yung kanta ko. And tapos inaapiran nila ako. Sabi ko, am I a rap Disney princess now? Like, yung mga bata kinakanta yung kanta ko. Tapos inaapiran ako na,
Yeah.
as in, ano sila. Like, oh my God. I
Yeah.
love it. Ang saya. Lalo pag parang yung nakikita mo na hindi lang mga teens yung nakaka-enjoy ng music mo.
Yeah.
Like, sabi ko, wow, ang saya. Ayun, tas yung first time na parang ang daming nagpapa-picture sa akin. Sabi ko, why? Why? But like, ayun, sabi ko, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna take it in. Parang, okay, sige, tanggap ko na.
Yeah.
I'm an artist now and they recognize me for my art.
That's true.
That's amazing. Tapos, siguro yung Kalye Tunes nung 2022.
Yeah.
I was like, sobrang ano kasi nila sobrang, say, like, yes, the crowd is giving. The
Yes.
crowd understood the assignment nung time na yon. Kaya sabi ko, yes, I love this. Memorable siya para sa akin. Ayun, Kalye Tunes 2022. Marami pa pero like, yun yung mga parang pinaka natatandaan ko. Tapos, lately, nagugulat ako na parang naglalakad lang ako. They recognize me and like,
That's cool.
they're taking pictures.
Yep.
Like, I'm just creating my things. I'm just a little creator. And like, you really think all
Yeah.
that. And I'm like, just grateful for the people who appreciate me, my brand, my image, tsaka yung art ko.
Yeah.
So, ayun.
I love that. I mean, like, because, you know, when you listen to your music, it's just so, like, I'm that girl. And it's
Yes.
true, you are. But,
Yeah,
like, to
yeah.
hear you right now be, like, so humble about it, like, I can't believe people are taking pictures of me. It's so,
Yeah,
I
'cause
love
like,
that.
yeah,
I love that.
I'm just being real, really. I'm just being real.
And I think that's why a lot of people resonate with you as well, because you are being real. I mean, again, going back, poems to just saying what you mean and being so open about things. I think people are drawn to things that are real, and it's just something that you should continue, talaga. And I think that's your goal anyway. I guess now that we know more about your history, maybe a little bit about what inspires you. What are some musicians or some songs that really changed your life?
Beyonce
Yeah.
is my mother.
Yes.
Where September Virgos, I identify as Beyonce's daughter.
Okay.
I also listen to Nicki Minaj a lot. So yung song is yung I'm That Girl ni Beyonce.
Yeah,
I think that song defines me.
let's go.
Yeah, at saka siguro yung album siya, album ni Megan Thee Stallion, yung Traumazine.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that defines me right now. Ayun.
How about
Album ni Megan Thee Stallion and Beyonce.
Megan Thee Stallion, Beyonce? It makes sense. Yeah. In the local scene naman, who would be someone that stands out for you?
Local scene. Ang dami, just go. Like, ang daming mga bagong artist din ngayon na parang ang galing.
So right now, who would you want to collab with? Like one person.
One person I would want to collab with. I want to collab with Flo G.
Yeah, that would
Mhm.
be epic.
Like bars, and like,
Yo, shout out Flo G right now. You heard it. The collab should happen. I'm waiting for it. Okay. So with everything that you said, I guess what would be some words of advice for like artists that are on the way up, and what would you want to say to them?
sa mga times na you feel like giving up, feeling ko, nandun yung kailangan mo lang i-get over yung yung hard stuff na yon. Tapos magle-level up ka. Sure. Because there's a lot of artists na kapag umabot sila sa point na tinitest na sila, sige, sabi ng universe, gusto mo ba talaga to? Bibigyan kita ng test. And then, maraming mga artists na nag-give up kapag nandun
Yeah.
sila sa test na yon. Kaya parang, may mga artists na malaki yung potential, nawawala kasi
Yeah.
napapanghinaan ng loob. And, ayun, may mga point din ako na ganun. Tapos, pinush ko lang talaga kasi ang mindset ko is hindi. Pag nalagpasan ko to, test lang to. Pag nalagpasan ko to, level up to. Para ka lang naglalaro. Kumbaga, para lang siyang game. It's like a game. If you see it like that, not too serious,
Yeah.
parang mas mapupush mo yung sarili mo na, level up to. push, 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 push. Don't give up. Sobrang basic nung advice ko, but like, it's really just that.
That's true. What's next for Zay?
What's next for Zay? I mean, she's gonna be queen of rap sa Pilipinas in like 10 years' time. So, I said that.
You heard it here first. And I think that's it. That's the show.
Yeah.
Check us out on Billboard Philippines Facebook. You can check out the video there and the audio. Check us out on Spotify, Billboard Philippines Official. Yeah, and this has been Billboard Philippines Volumes with Zay. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Yes.
Billboard Philippines.